Good afternoon. This is Kate Weatherwise with another winter storm update for January 24th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looking at the model, I am still seeing the 1-2 punch that I have talked about in previous videos, where the first punch was last night that started in north central Texas into Oklahoma, mixed precipitation and snow into Oklahoma. And then this morning we got started with freezing rain and a little bit of mixed precipitation into eastern Texas and then into north Louisiana, southern Arkansas, Mississippi, northern Alabama, and into Tennessee as well. Now, tonight is when that second punch is supposed to happen, creating sort of like a mega complex system as it continues its path and journey along the south and into the mid-south and off the Atlantic coast around the mid-Atlantic area on Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, I wanted to make mention too that there's still a chance and a good chance for that nose of warm air to be present, bringing in warmer layers towards the surface of the atmosphere. That doesn't necessarily mean rain. That could mean freezing rain for this area, upwards of a quarter to a half and maybe even 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. That is to be determined once we get there because of the cold air behind it, because once this system passes, some frigidly cold air is going to be behind it for a week or more, and that is going to keep things very dicey for many, many days this coming week. But when this low exits off the coast, where will it be? Will it bring in the cold air and create more snow, or will there be some freezing rain for central and southern Maryland as well? Those are things that I will be continuing to watch. But this is a big mess right here, and it is very, very hard to determine what is going to happen. We just have to see how that low pressure system interacts with the Appalachian Mountains and where it exits off the Atlantic coast. Now, looking at the freezing rain map, we still see some hot pinks where that equals 1 to 1.5 inches of ice, which is still very, very devastating for this area. However, thankfully, it's not the 2 to 3 inches that we were thinking before. So that I'm thankful for that. And as we take a look at what we're looking at for the rest of this winter storm snowfall amounts, we see snow in the way of 6 to 12 and more than 18 inches of snow all the way into Ohio and central Pennsylvania into New York. Now, these are things that I will continue to watch, monitor, and report on. But for now, this is Kate Weatherwise saying goodbye.